Okay, I'm going to start this video right now. Normally I would wait until I have it bound up to my radio, but I'm going to actually bind it on camera so we can kind of do it together. So let me get my radio. So we're going to get a battery almost ready to plug in, but not plugged in. Just like this. Kind of hold it there with one hand, hold both sides of it with one hand. Just like that. Then we're going to take my tweezers and we're going to push down on the bind button right here. Click and plug in. Wait a couple seconds, then let go. Then we're going to look at the front here, and we can see we got two LEDs on the receiver. Okay, so as soon as I hit bind, one of them will be flashing. I did hit bind already, but I turned it off when I went to go grab the battery. So we're gonna hit bind again. As soon as I do, you'll see one of the LEDs start to flash right now. There you go. So we know it's binding. Wait a couple seconds, hit bind on your radio to stop the bind, unplug the battery, and now when I plug back in, we should get just one solid green LED. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got one solid green LED. Probably can't see it too well. There it is. So we're bound up. I already set up the flight controller, so it should arm, hopefully. Let's go ahead and try to arm it. Yes, we have liftoff. These motors actually are nice. They're nice. I don't know what they come off of. They're the SPC Maker 1103 8500 kV. And they're nice. They're just nice. I mean, I've dealt with so many of these different motors, micro motors this size. But you know, a long time ago it was 1104s, then it went to 1105, 1106, 7, 8, you know. And then anything smaller than that was like 1102s, which I use on like the Raycon 76, and then a bunch of stuff after that. But recently, with these type of builds, the 1102 and 1103, 7500 to 8500 kV is where it's at, you know. So there's not a whole lot of that type of motor out right now. There's the Hyperlights, which I'm not a fan of because they don't have the prop mounting holes. There's the DYS 1102s, which is a very good option, but they're not that easy to find. Get FPV has them, the 7800 kV and the 10,000 kV. There's the Airblade 1103 75. Is it a 7500? 1103 7500. I'm pretty sure it is. But it hasn't been in stock for a long time. There's the AMAX 1103 7500, which I'm a huge fan of, but they're hardly ever in stock because people grab them up as soon as they're in stock. Rotor Geek sells them, as well as Banggood. And then there's these, the SPC Maker 1103 8500. And I had never seen them before until I put them on this one. And looking at them in person, they're actually a very nice motor. I don't know who makes it. I don't think SPC Maker makes it. I think that they do rebranding, but I'm not 100% on that. And I don't know if it is a rebrand. I don't know what it would be, because it looks like no other motor that I've seen, and I've seen all of them. But yeah, it's a very good option. The wire is perfect, the perfect length. This is the GE PRC 12 amp board. You can see there was plenty of room, plenty of length of wire. It has the 9 millimeter mounting pattern, and it has the prop screw holes. So I think, to me, it's a very good option, but I can't say 100% how good it is yet because I haven't flown them. I did actually order myself a set a few minutes ago for my toothpick, So after I fly them a little bit, I'll let you guys know what I think of them. But I'm pretty sure that these come on some new ready to fly. I'm not sure which one, like the Rex 80 or something. It's some new ready to fly quad, I'm sure, that they come off of, but they seem pretty nice just looking at them. So this is for you, Wit. Like I said already, the SPC Maker 1103 8500 kV GPRC 12 amp flight controller. You got an XM Plus in here and a Unify Pro 32 and an EOS 2 camera. And one more thing that you wouldn't normally see on one of these guys is you have a RunCam DVR board in here too. And if you look back here, you'll see there's the SD card slot right there. So you get some nice DVR footage with this guy. So it's not 100% done yet because I do need to put zip ties on the arms. And I was going to put some heat shrink over the antennas. And then I need to put rubber bands on here. So you were asking about putting the rubber bands on. I'm going to show you how to do that here. Let me find some rubber bands real quick. Okay, so I got 5 little rubber bands here. That'll be good. All 5 of them together will be, it won't break very easily, and it'll hold the battery very nicely. It would be better to use these bigger, thicker ones, but I don't have any right now. And this one is too big. So this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to unscrew this screw on the side here. Okay, so I got the screw backed out all the way. Now we're going to take it all the way out. We're going to take these 5 rubber bands and we're going to just, well, make sure you have some tweezers or something so you can grab this stuff easily. We're going to get rid of those 2. We're going to take the rubber bands, stick them over this. Then we're going to get the screw back. Hold it in there like that. Get the little standoff. Put the standoff back on here. And just like that, you have rubber bands magically on here and a little battery pad. This is just a piece of something that I cut in half and threw on here. It's going to work great for a battery pad. So what you're going to want to do when you get this is take something and peel up the edge of this just like that. Peel it off, okay? And after you do, that's going to stick to the battery very nice. Okay. Stick the battery in. I like to kind of separate them so it grabs more of the battery. Like pull that in the back, pull this in the front, like that. And it's like slippery now because it has that plastic on there still, but when that plastic's off, it's going to be nice and snug on there. And that's it. So the props, you see how there's like an angle where it slants down? It's almost like a slide. Like if I was an ant and I was sitting up here, I would slide down this way, okay? And on this one, if I was an ant and I was sitting up here, I would slide down that way, okay? So that's a slide down to the right and that's a slide down to the left. The one that's a slide down to the right goes on motors 2 and 3, which is motor 1, 2, 3, 4. So slant to the right goes on 2 and 3. So let me turn on the radio. We already got it bound up. Plug in the battery. We will check the video. Video looks good. Okay, let's do a little hover real quick. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Whoa. Nice. It is flying great. I don't want to drain this battery any lower than it is right now, because when I do that and then I try to plug it into my charger won't charge it. Let's see if it's going to do that already. Come on, baby. Okay, cool. Yeah, if it isn't going to charge it, this light right here will just start flashing and it'll never charge. So, got lucky there, because that battery is dead. But you can see that the quad is flying great. Did I show you the USB? Yeah, I already showed you the USB. You can access it right there. I was going to put zip ties, so I am going to do that, but I'll try to put it out a little bit on this arm, so that way you can still kind of slide the motor wires over a little to clear the SD card. Because it just needs to be like right there. Just like that. And I put this board at an angle so that you could get to the SD card, because if I was to put it straight, you know, the standoff would be in the way. So it wasn't easy to put it at an angle like that. It would have been easier to make it go straight, but I did it this way so it was 10 times easier to get your SD card in there. So that wasn't an issue. I already showed the bind button for the receiver. Let's try to zoom in on this. I'm touching the bind button for the receiver right now. Okay. And this is the button for the VTX right there. And I'll unlock it. Let's see if I can unlock it on camera real quick. Okay, so I'm going to use this 3S battery, because I was almost thinking I could only use 2S, but of course this can take 3S. I'm always leery of that, even though it says it can. I'm like, dude, plugging a 3S into this little thing. But it can take it. I actually have never even done that before. So, here we go. Okay. Alright, so we're going to unlock the VTX. Anybody that has a Unify and doesn't know how to work the button situation, pay attention. You can see it flashing right now. It's going through its cycle, telling you what everything is on. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3. That means smart audio's on. Okay. So, you hold down the button until the light disappears. Then you let go. Okay. Now it flashes once. That means it's in the first mode, which is channels. Okay. So you can click the button to go through the channels. If you want to go to the next mode, hold the button down again until the light goes out. If I could push the button. Come on. There we go. Okay, now it's going to flash twice. See, it flashes 2 times. The red tells you what mode it's in. The blue tells you what is in the mode. Okay, so 2 flashes is band. It flashed 1 time for band, so it's on the first band, whatever that is. I don't know. So we don't want band. Or yeah, we do want band. That's how you unlock it. So you go to band to unlock it. Once you're in the band mode, you hold the button down for 20 seconds. I hope it doesn't slip off of here. Ah, dang it. I didn't do it fast enough. Let me grab something that's not going to slip off. Okay, we're going to do this again. Hold it down until the light goes off. Let go. There's 1, one flash, so we're in channel mode, so we need to hold it down again until it goes off, let go. Now it flashes twice, that's band mode. So we're going to hold it down for 20 seconds. You'll see the light go out, you keep holding it. You'll see the blue light come on, then it'll start flashing. And when it stops flashing, that's when you can let go of the button, and that's when it's unlocked. There we go. Now I can let go. Now it goes to the next one, which is power. 3 flashes means power. 1 blue means it's on the first power setting, which is 25 milliwatts. So we're going to click it once. Now it's showing you it's in power mode, and it flashes 2 blue, which is like 200 milliwatts. So we're going to flash it, click it once more. Just 1 click, and now it's 3 red showing you it's in power mode, 3 blue showing you it's on the highest power, which is 400. So you can just leave it now. You don't have to do anything else. You can leave it, and it'll automatically go back. And you know when it's unlocked, when it's on the main thing, it'll show a red and a blue LED solid here in a second. And that's when you know it's unlocked. If it was not unlocked, you would only see a solid blue, I think. Okay, now you can see there's a blue and a red solid. So that's how you know it's unlocked. Kind of tricky, but once you know what the deal is, it's very simple. And I only showed you 3 of the modes. There's actually 6 modes. So, but yeah, that should do it. I'll get this thing boxed up. Oh, the USB, you can get to it right here, no problem. You just push the antenna to the side a little bit and you can plug right in.